Barely 1 week when Madam CMD take over office, she don't make history as she secured 2.5 billion naira project wey be the first of its kind for the 52 years wey UBTH don dey. Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Senator Gov Okpebholo announced the big development when Professor Mrs. Idia Ize Iyamu and UBTH management team pay am courtesy visit. For the visit, Professor Ize Iyamu request say make government help build modern pediatric center for the hospital. Governor Okpebholo sharply approved the construction of the world-class pediatric center worth 2.5 billion naira and a project wey go change the way pikins dem dey get health care for Edo State and even beyond. Professor Ize Iyamu come through salute to the governor well, say the move show correct leadership and vision. She come here and say this na just the beginning, say their plan na to make UBTH true center of excellence for healthcare delivery, training and research, and say with support from their partners, them go continue to expand quality, affordable and modern healthcare, reach everybody for Edo State and the region.
Thank you for allowing us to come and see you and brief you on the state of affairs in the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. My name is Professor Idia Ize Iyamu, the newly appointed Chief Medical Director of the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. I want to first and foremost appreciate you, Your Excellency, for the wonderful role you played in my being chosen by the President, His Excellency Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GFR, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I know the pivotal role you played and how passionate you were about my getting this position. I don't take it for granted, sir. I also want to appreciate all those who were in the background who also helped in getting this role. I also want to appreciate you, sir, for the excellent things you are doing for the good people of Edo State. Edo is being transformed. People are happier. Before we were like in a desert, but now we're actually seeing water. We are grateful to you for your transformational agenda in the area of education. And I know that by the time we finish our presentation, it will also extend greatly to health. I stand here as the Chief Executive Officer and the Accounting Officer of the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. I assumed office exactly a week and a day ago on the 18th of August 2025. And I'm here to pay a courtesy visit and introduce to you part of the management team. To my right is Professor Stanley Okubo, the CMAC, the Chairman Medical Advisory Committee. Next to him is Dr. Fidelis Ekudoko, DCMAC. Right beside him is Mrs. Esohe Olivia Bogodo. She's also one of our DCMACs. And next to her is Professor Mrs. Amina Oha, who she's also one of our DCMACs. And right next to her is our Acting Director of Admin, Mrs. Joy Yakilume. So we are here, sir, to tell you about the parlous state of health in Edo State. Edo State is a very, very important state in the South-South. That's why we are called the heartbeats of the nation, because we are like a confluence of where all the other states meet. And we have a lot of people passing through Edo State, from the north, from the west, from the south, from the east. We have a lot of trauma cases, accident victims, crises from communal matters, domestic violence, other things that affect the health of the people. And the population of Edo State currently is approximately 4.2 million. It's growing by the day. And because it's growing by the day, the existing health facilities are grossly inadequate. The way the health system works, it starts with the primary health care, where everybody is supposed to have a medical home. And if done properly, it actually reduces the burden of disease, in that every individual is supposed to have a health home, and that if properly carried out, you map out areas based on the population, and people can go there at the primary level to take care of basic sicknesses like what we call know your numbers, know what your blood pressure number is, know what your blood sugar number is, know what your prostrate level number is, know what your eye pressure number is. So if the healthcare system were working optimally, people will go there and they will not deteriorate. But unfortunately, we are not yet there. I know Mr. President has, through the health workers that he brought out, the 774 health workers that he initiated through the Honorable Minister of Health, was meant to take care of the primary healthcare level. It's still in its formative stage. Beyond the primary healthcare level is the secondary healthcare level, in which those sicknesses you meet in the PHC level, snake bites, minor cuts and bruises, minor diseases, cannot be curtailed at the PHC level, which is controlled by the local government. They actually to move to the secondary tier of health, which are the general hospitals. Unfortunately, Edo State before had a hospital that was called the Central Hospital that was built in 1902 by the colonial masters, which was very, very pivotal in taking care of the health challenges of the poor. You know, we have private clinics, private hospitals, but those ones are expensive. So the colonial government then built the Central Hospital. That was like a 300-bed hospital. And from that 1902 till date, there was no expansion. So the hospital was oversubscribed, but it was taking a whole lot of the financial burden of patients in Benin City and beyond. However, Edo Specialist Hospital was destroyed and there was no replacement for it. So we left a large number of patients stranded. The BMS, Edo Specialist Hospital, was now built, but that one is not as big and as functional as the old specialist hospital. So that hospital is also oversubscribed and it's very expensive. It's not for the poor anymore. Stella Obasanjo Hospital on the other side, which was built initially to take care of women and children because of the beautiful structure that was there, was converted to a general hospital. That hospital was unfortunately closed down by the previous administration and used as a COVID-19 center, even though there were no statistics to justify it being used for COVID center. And it has been closed till date. I know that renovation is going on and the size of that hospital is going to be very big. The other hospitals within Edo State that are supposed to be general hospitals that will take care of the various senatorial units are in a parlor state. The hospitals that are to serve the various LGAs, for example, Auchi General Hospital is in a bad state of repair. So most of the patients from Edo North, Edo Central, Edo South, they come to UBTH. Some of them, before they get to UBTH, they're in a very critical condition. So UBTH right now is oversubscribed. Currently, we have 950 beds from initial 740. Even those beds are not enough. Our accident and emergency room is oversubscribed. We have too many patients because there's a big healthcare shortage. We're not talking of manpower now, sir. We're talking of infrastructure. This is a big challenge to us. And we see the burden of the poor. Most of these hospitals are meant to serve the poor. They are meant to serve those people who we call underserved, those who cannot afford it, so that the prices they will pay, we give them quality treatment. So UBTH, which was originally designed as a tertiary health center to take care of more advanced and complicated illnesses, is now doing the work of a primary healthcare center, a secondary healthcare center, and a tertiary hospital, and also a referral center. So we have a huge burden. Edo people are crying. We came to you, sir, cap in hand, to appeal to you. We know the passion you have for health, the passion you have for the people, especially the poor. I know that you are very passionate about the poor. And we want to appeal to you, sir, to your good office to support us as an institution. We know we are federal government, but we are within the state and we are serving the people of Edo State. And if the people of Edo State are angry, they will be angry with all of us. And we want to make them happy. And I know you have been making them happy, and I know that you will continue to make them happier by the things that you will do. We came cap in hand, sir, to request that if you could help us to fund a legacy project in the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. This legacy project, we've thought about it very critically. There are many areas that require intervention, but we felt that the one that is germane to us currently is the children. When I assumed office, I went to the children's emergency room and I wept at what I saw. No space, no beds, nowhere to work. And they said it's even worse on weekends and on holidays, where the place is overcrowded because the facilities are overstretched. The population has increased, the facilities have remained the same. So we looked at it and we said, for us, the first priority is the children. The accident and emergency room that we have deals with everybody. So when a child comes, there's no real priority because it's based on severity of the illness or the trauma. What we propose, sir, is a purpose-built children's emergency and hospital ward that will incorporate children's emergency units. So when children have emergencies, they don't have to go to the main A&E. They will go to their own A&E and they will get prompt care, quick care, and a faster basis to save lives. It will also encompass wards, clinical areas, an operating theater, laboratories, and offices. This will be a state-of-the-art structure that will be accredited to the current government of Edo State because of the love that you have for children. I know, I see you anywhere you are and you see a little baby. I see the way you carry the baby and I see how your smile lights up. How much will those children smile when you come there and they see the good things that you would do by the special grace of God? So it's with this cap in hand, sir, that we are appealing, if you can help us with this legacy project. We have the land. Land is not a problem. We want it, because it's legacy, we want it to be something that will speak concerning your tenure when you were in Edo State, that you took care of infant mortality, you took care of trauma cases that would have killed children, you took care of diseases that would have killed children, you took care of preventive measures that will give children a quality life. Inside that structure, we also propose to have a sickle cell center so that we can manage them effectively. I know that if we do this, Edo people will be very, very, very proud of you. Your name will go beyond Nigeria to go international, that you have stood in the gap for the children to give them a future, to have affordable health care in a wonderful and good and standardized environment with all the equipment and the facilities that will make it work. I want to assure you, sir, that we have a dedicated team of pediatricians. There are so many of them. Anybody who decides to do pediatrics has put his or her life on the line because of those children, because they require time and effort. And we have them in UBTH. God has blessed us in that many of them have not left the shores of Nigeria because they are still hoping that a change will come. And I'm believing that after this conversation, sir, and this request, that the Edo State government, under your very gracious, generous, able, and focus-driven leadership, will help us to actualize this dream by fully funding it so that it will be a legacy project for your administration. Once more, sir, I want to congratulate you for all that you have been doing for the good people of Edo State. We want to thank you for how you have taken every citizen as your own, and we want to appreciate everything that you have put in to make this state work. We want to promise you that UBTH is solidly behind you. We will do everything in our power to make your name to shine beyond Edo State, beyond Nigeria, because if you do this project, sir, you'll be showcased as one of the best performing governors in the healthcare sector, because you have identified a very, very critical need, and that is our children.
Governor Okpebholo, as he hailed Professor Ize Iyamu for her new appointment, come promise say Edo State government go continue to partner with UBTH to push the healthcare sector forward.
My interest is to see that Edo is developed and we have the best, and that is the reason I recommended her and I stood for her. You have spoken eloquently, and I'm so happy with your presentation, which I believe that you are not doing this just because you are a CMD. You are doing it because it's part of you. You have outlined so many things, and you have specifically asked for the building. You know, when we interacted initially, I asked you how much would this cost. You made mention of about 2.5 billion. We will put up a memo to see that you get the fund. We'll present it before the ESCO. I know everybody at the ESCO will also buy into it because we don't have any other state than this state, and the children are our children. So if it's me today, tomorrow it can be someone else. So we need to protect our people. We need to protect our children. So I want you to be rest assured that UBTH is part of us, and it's Edo's property. Let me also use the opportunity to thank Mr. President for his Renew Hope agenda for the country, and it's paying off.
Una go remember say na Presido of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, recently appoint Professor Mrs. Idia Ize Iyamu as the Chief Medical Director of UBTH for renewable 4-year tenure. Make una no forget say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We no dey take blame. Ekata Ojeisoli, TMC News.